I just apparently need a minion to run back and forth for me, yeah, to things up. Alright, let's get this party started. Lords and ladies, how's everyone doing today? Good! Alright, hopefully your answer will improve in a few moments. Now, before we begin, I need to ask, where are my nerds? Alright, lords and ladies, next summer, and I'm not talking to the non-nerds here, only the nerds, alright? Everyone else earmuffs, alright. Now, nerds, next summer, I, your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, will be guiding you on a tour of the United Kingdom. We are going to the south of England, the north of England and the south of Scotland. It would have been really weird the other way. It's like, let's just skip the middle of the country here. Now we're doing southern Scotland and northern England. We're going to be going to castles by day and playing Dungeons and Dragons in those castles at night. Because we're not nerdy enough. So if you like D20 or D2 or D10, or you know what, even if you don't care about throwing dice and you just want to hang out with me telling stupid, ridiculous stories about Cthulhu's, alright, join me next summer, June 21 to 28. Information is up here, come and grab that. Next, after the show, merchandise will be available. For instance, Fluffy Kitten Love Grenades. Throw these at your friends. They don't die, just get irritated. See? Yes. Many colours available, including forest green, a pumpkin spice latte, Hufflepuff, brown one with really cute ears. Yeah. Many colours available, including creepy glow in the dark. Yeah, this yarn glows in the dark. It's creepy, man. Like, I don't like it. Yeah. But then also, from my show Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins, and yeah, just let that title wash over you. The comic book Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins. Now these are normally $10. I'm selling the comic books for $20 this weekend as a fundraiser for the GoFundMe for my illustrator, Todd Broadbents. Todd, who made this amazing book and most of my artwork on my website, this guy right here, he passed away quite suddenly 2 weeks ago. And so we are raising money for a GoFundMe to benefit his wife, Annie, to help her with his funeral expenses and final hospital expenses. So if you'd like to get these are $20, all proceeds benefit that GoFundMe. The Fluffy Kitten Love Grenades are $10, all proceeds benefit me, because I also like money. But also I do take plastic as well. But let's get this party started. Lords and ladies, I'm Will Shakespeare, which means you should cheer now. Alright, that was good, but friends, we can be more obnoxious. When I say you should cheer now, you need to go insane. Hoot, holler, clap, cheer, stomp your feet, whistle, throw small loved ones into the air. Basically, I am saying, yeet your babies. I am Will Shakespeare, and you should cheer now! Now, friends, today's story is audience interactive, which means it shall require all of your help. When I say, everybody says, ooh, I need to hear all of you. Say, ooh. Everybody says, ah. People cry out, dear God, what is that thing? Dear God, what is that thing? We have dramatic music. Bum, bum, bum. And not very dramatic music. We have random sound effects of randomness. And we start with a song. So take your hands. Hit your lap 2 times. Clap your hands 1 time. Do that again. Again! Again! Repeat! 'Cause I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle and here's my spout. Let me get all stained up and hear me shout. Tip my other and pour me out, singing, I'm a little teapot. Let me hear you sing it. I'm a little teapot. Yeah! Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Stars are flaming balls of gas. Sing it! Stars are flaming balls of gas. Now Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It fought out at a school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. Ba, 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 black sheep, sing it. Ba, 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 black Well, went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Girls perform better than boys on the SAT.
Girls perform better than boys on the SAT.
'Cause this is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow, a pirate so brave on the 7 seas, a mystical quest to the Isle of Tortuga, raving like a sway on the ocean's breeze. Now back to the good part. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Always designate your driver. Sing it.
Always designate your driver.
It's good advice. Now friends, keep the beat going. You are the few, the proud, the nerds. Now you might be thinking, Shakespeare, why economy such names? People, you're at a Renaissance fair. It gets literally no nerdier than this. You're the ones who wear amazing costumes to the Ren Fair, or really nerdy t-shirts and you know who you are. You're the ones who wear red shirts and understand you will die in today's show. You're the ones who use the really nerdy language, words like bazinga, and hodl, and wibbly wobbly timey-wimey. And you understand that I really, really mean it when I say that I love you 3,000. Get over it. So you're my people, and I will lead you to freedom. Reach into the bottom of your heart, the cockle of your heart, the sub-cockle, left big toe, your neighbor's pocket, and sing the final verse with me. Well, for not for you good people right here, right now, I would not be doing this, no. I'd be at home. Still doing this. Weirdly enough, still wearing velvet. So thank you for being here and giving me the greatest job in all the world. At the end of the show, if you love me, if you really, really love me, throw $5 into my hat. And if you hate me, do it anyway, because I need the gas money. But sing with me now. Every pair of hands. Every pair of voices. And for the love of God, white people, get on the beat. 5, 6, 7, 8. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Let me hear you.
R, S, T,
Down into the cockles.
W, X, Y, and Z.
Now I know my ABCs. Sing it loud.
Now I know my ABCs.
Next time, won't you sing with me?
Next time, won't you sing with me?
Give yourselves applause. Now, let us start this story the way all good stories begin, on a dark and stormy night, replete with dramatic music. 3 witches were dancing on a craggy moor in Scotland, as played by this lady here, as played by this lady here, and as played by this lady here. Actually, no, this lady here. They stand and they cackle like witches. That means your knees go the other way. Good job. All right. Cackle. All right. Or giggle quietly and awkwardly. That's fine too. No, stay standing. Stay standing. All right. With the voice of the crowd entire, they say these words of incantation. They cry out, double, double toil and trouble.
Double, double toil and trouble.
Fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fire burn and cauldron bubble.
By the pricking of my thumbs.
By the pricking of my thumbs.
Something wicked this way comes.
Something wicked this way comes.
Who should it be who but the titular character of Macbeth, dead by fluffy kittens? His name is
Macbeth.
Macbeth, good job. Now, and you know it is he, because he is, in fact, a ginger. Come, sir. Now. Macbeth is joined by his best friend and boon companion, Banquo, that guy with the face. Now, get up there, sir. Now, Banquo, come on, sir. Now, Banquo is a bit of a yes man. He always says, yup. Yep. Well done. Now, the witches 3 with the voice of the crowd say, Hail Macbeth!
Hail Macbeth!
Lord of Glamis!
Lord of Glamis!
Hail Macbeth!
Hail Macbeth!
Lord of Cawdor!
Lord of Cawdor!
Hail Macbeth!
Hail Macbeth!
He who shall be king!
He who shall be king!
And the witches 3 cackle and laugh. Or also giggle quietly into the beer. That's fine too. Alright, they disappear into the night, which means sit down. Macbeth turns to Banquo and he says, wow. That was bloody weird. And that's your line.
That was bloody weird.
And Banquo says,
Yep.
well done. Macbeth says, they called me king.
They called me king.
And Banquo says,
Yep.
well done. Macbeth says, that obviously can't happen.
That obviously can't happen.
And Banquo says, except that it does. Trick question. Now, Macbeth says, for me to be king,
For me to be king,
we would have to first kill my cousin the king.
we'll have to first kill my cousin the king.
Have his children driven from the land,
Have his children driven from the land.
and the nobles shall declare me king.
And the nobles shall declare me king.
And Banquo says, well done. Now, Macbeth gets out pen, and he writes a letter to his wife. It says, dear wife,
Your wife.
something weird happened today.
Something weird happened today.
I met 3 witches.
I met 3 witches.
They called me king.
They called me king.
That obviously can't happen.
That obviously can't happen.
Love, Macbeth.
Love your pet.
P.S. We're having a sleepover.
We're having a sleepover.
Please make brownies.
Definitely. Please make brownies.
He mails the letter to his wife. She jumps up and exclaims, my husband shall be king!
My husband shall be king!
And you know that she is Lady Macbeth because she is also kind of a ginger. Now, Macbeth asks her, how shall this happen?
How shall this happen?
She says, it's all so simple, really.
So simple.
All we have to do is kill your cousin the king.
Kill him.
Yeah, just make up your own line to tell me Shakespeare. Now, she says, have his children driven from the land,
Have his children driven from the land,
and the nobles shall declare you king.
and they'll declare you king.
Well done. And Banquo says, which is weird because he wasn't actually there for the conversation. Now, at this point, who should enter but the King of Scotland, Duncan, this man in the red shirt. He stands and everyone says, hail to the king! Hail to the king! He says, it's good to be king.
It's good to be king.
He says, hail Macbeth!
Hail Macbeth!
My cousin!
My cousin!
My brother!
My brother!
My bestie!
My bestie!
I feel safe in your home.
I feel safe in your home.
Nothing bad can happen to me here.
Nothing bad can happen to me here.
This is the best sleepover ever.
This is the best sleepover ever!
Thanks for the brownies.
Thanks for the brownie.
And he goes to bed. Go away. Now, Lady M says to her husband, if it were done,
If it were done,
what better it were done quickly.
do it quick.
Do it. Do it.
Do it!
Kill him.
Kill him!
Be a man.
Be a man!
And Banquo says,
Yep.
still weird. Still not there. At this point, Macbeth goes to set the stage. And he delivers a soliloquy. Oh, you're a bad alcoholic. Bad ginger. Dropping all your fake money too.
Yeah, I
This show is getting better and better. It's coming to a screeching halt right here, people.
did. Sorry?
Oh, Lady M. Oh, Lady
I'm
M.
sorry, I'm a bad lady.
Yeah, you're gonna die. That's okay.
That's fair.
Macbeth delivers a soliloquy. Now that's a big word. Everyone say it with me. Soliloquy. Now, soliloquy means one person, in this case Macbeth, is talking to you, the audience, directly, but no one else in the show can hear him. So, Lady M, Banquo, Sleeping King, earmuffs. He holds out his hand dramatically. A bit more dramatic, please. Less dramatic, bring it back. That's the sweet spot. And he says, is this a dagger I see before me?
Is this a dagger I see before me?
No, it's a fluffy kitten. Because there is something so dread or deadly in the entire world known as an adorable fluffy kitten. Now, the earmuffs come off, and he sneaks into the king's bedchamber with sneaking music provided by all of you. Sneaking into the bed. He puts the kitten into the bedchamber. He runs away giggling like a 3-year-old. The king awakes, stands so you can see the tragedy unfold. Spoilers. He sees the kitten and says, aww. And so do all of you. Aww. The kitten begins to meow, let me hear it meow. It begins to purr, let me hear it purr. It licks his cheek with scratchy tongue, oh, it hurts so good. Oh, and the king is loved, but how is he loved? To death! Die! Die, Richard! Die! You make poor life choices today! Die! Stick your tongue out so we know it's real! Die! No. At this point, the nobles of Scotland shout, the king is dead! The king is dead! The king's 2 children, Malcolm! And the other one! They say, our dad is dead!
Our dad is dead!
Let's run away to England!
Let's run away to England.
There's nothing weird or suspicious about that.
Nothing weird or suspicious about that.
I really don't believe you. Go away. Let me go to England. The nobles shout, the children have fled!
The children have fled.
Make Macbeth the king!
Make Macbeth the king.
And his wife's all like, yeah, baby. And Banquo says,
Yep.
Well done. Macbeth says, it's good to be king.
It's good to be king.
And that ends Act 1. And the king goes away to thunderous applause. All right, now, several days go by, and you know that time has passed because they're all standing in different spots on the stage.
Good job.
When Banquo says to his friend Macbeth, "My Lord Macbeth."
My Lord Macbeth.
I know, I was surprised too, he knows other words. Says, I, Banquo,
Banquo.
need to do some things.
Need to do something.
I must go hold a banquet.
I must hold a banquet.
And Macbeth says, okay,
Okay.
bye.
Bye.
And he goes to hold a banquet, go away. Lady Emma approaches her husband, and she says, you must kill Banquo.
You must kill
He
Banquo.
says, why?
Okay. Why?
Wow, they just became co-conspirators right there. He says, why?
Why?
He's my best friend.
I guess. He's my best friend.
She says he wants to be king.
He wants to be king.
Do it!
Do it.
Kill him!
Kill him.
Be a man!
Be a man.
And Banquo says,
Yep.
it's just weird now, alright. So, he calls forth his messenger, he cries out, Messenger!
Messenger.
And his messenger runs forward. This little person right here. She runs forward. And Macbeth goes down to one knee to address her. Other knee, the upstage knee. Alright, that's the plotting knee. And he says, Messenger!
Messenger.
You know what to do.
You know what to do.
She salutes him. She says, no, other hand, saluting hand. Good job. She goes, aye, aye, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Which is weird, because he's the king. And so, she goes to Banquo. And she says, Hail, Banquo!
Hail, Banquo!
I am the king's messenger!
I'm King's messenger.
Strikes a dramatic pose and says, Jerry!
Jerry!
She says, do you like kittens?
Do you like kittens?
And Banquo says,
Of course I do.
sweet baby Jesus. He says,
Yep.
well done. She gives him a kitten. She runs away laughing like a maniac. Banquo stands so you can see the tragedy unfold. Spoilers. He sees the kitten and says, aww. And so does everyone here. The kitten begins to meow. Let me hear it meow. Begins to purr. Let me hear it purr. It licks his cheek with scratchy tongue. Oh, it hurts so good. Oh, it starts to needle out his eyes, even through his glasses with tiny little claws. Oh, and Banquo is loved. But how is he loved? Die! Die! Here's for trying to show me up in my own show! Die! Stop giggling, death isn't funny! Stick your tongue out so we know it's real. All right. Now, at this point, the Lord High Inspector of Scotland, Mr. Macduff, this guy right here with the face. He says, my Lord Macbeth,
My Lord Macbeth,
something weird is happening in our nation.
something weird is happening in our nation.
We have far too many cats.
We have far too many cats.
I'm going to England to investigate.
I'm going to England to investigate.
Macbeth says, okay.
Okay.
Bye. He goes away to England, go away. Now, Lady Anne says to her husband, you must kill Macduff.
You must kill Macduff.
He says, why?
I guess. Fine.
You were just like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'm here for you. You know what, this might be a really good relationship right here. He says, why?
Why?
He's a good man.
Okay, man.
She says, he wants to be king.
He wants to be king.
He says, I can't kill him now.
I can't kill him, though.
He's in England
He's in England.
and has diplomatic immunity.
Where have I heard that recently? He has diplomatic immunity.
She says, kill the family then.
Kill the family.
Kill the wife.
Kill the wife.
Kill the children.
Kill the children.
Kill the dog. You know what? All of you responded way worse to killing the dog than to killing the children. Which makes me, on one hand, you know what? You're animal lovers and good on you. On the other hand, that's not good for humanity. You are sick people. All right. And so he calls forth his messenger. He cries, Messenger!
Messenger!
And his messenger runs forward. Really excitedly. He goes down to one knee and he says, Messenger!
Messenger!
You know what to do.
You know what to do.
She salutes him and says, aye, aye, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Still weird, still the king. And so, she collects the Macduff family, while the Macbeths go and sit down and watch the show for a bit. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Now, stay right here. Now, we collect the Macduff family. We get Mrs. Macduff, this ginger lady right here. Hello? Yes. We get Macduff's older, jaded teenage daughter, Bridget, this lady right here. We get his older, cooler son, Bill. And Charlie, who's studying dragons in Romania. We get Ronald, who still really can't grow a decent beard. Because he's a ginger. We get his younger daughter, Geneva. We get hello, Susie Poppy. We get his next neighbor, Uncle Slappy, this guy in the red shirt. We get the dog. Here, boy. Here, boy. Here, puppy. Here, puppy. Sit. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, are you a good boy? Oh, are you a good boy? Oh, yeah. You're gonna die, aren't you? Yes. You're a good boy. Yes. Oh, yeah. You might be wondering, why am I doing this? My question for you is, why are you letting me? And there's a dog kissing the dog, right? Yeah, this is happening, all right. All right. All right, you're in the show, dog. All right. So, Jerry, the sick, twisted, evil person that she is, steps forward, right here. She addresses the Macduff, saying, "Hail, Macduffs!
Hail, Macduff!
I am the king's messenger."
I'm the king's messenger.
She strikes a dramatic pose, facing the audience. That one's too good. And says, "Jerry."
Jerry!
She asks them, "Do you like kittens?"
Do you like kittens?
They all say yes.
Yeah.
Except for the dogs, who say. So, she begins to hand out kittens. First to Mrs. Macduff, the ginger lady right here. She says, "Here's one for you." And to his older jaded teenage daughter, Bridget. This one here. To Bill. And to Charlie, who studies dragons in Romania. And to Ronald, who's never going to get a real girlfriend. You know that was a pity date in book 7. Oh, that's all I'm saying. And to Geneva. And to the dog. And she runs away laughing like a maniac.
Uncle Slappy.
Oh! She comes back! She comes back! She gives it to Uncle Slappy, a guy who was dumb enough to wear a red shirt today. She runs away laughing like a maniac. I think she likes her work. Macduff see the kittens, they all say, "Aww." And so does everyone here. The kittens begin to meow, let me hear them meow. They begin to purr, let me hear them purr. They lick their cheeks with scratchy tongue, it hurts so good. They start to knead out their eyes with tiny little claws. The Macduffs are all highly allergic, they all begin to sneeze uncontrollably. Even the dog! And the other dog's just lying there, like, this is amazing. Hold on, you're filming this, you need to see this. This dog is in the show somehow. How did this happen? No one knows. Oh, this is yours. All right. And Macduffs are loved, but how are they loved? How are they loved? Die, innocent gingers! Die! Die! Die, Charlie! Die! This is how book 7 should have ended! Die, Ginny! Die, extra Ronald! Uncle Slap! Uncle Slappy! You killed the dog! You're a bad person! Your hair matches that dog's ears! You're getting kisses! This is not fair! Stop endearing yourself to the real dog! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! You killed the dog, you're a bad person! Oh my! Give me your camera. Give me your camera. The dog took a cat. The dog freaking took a cat. The real dog took a cat, YouTube. This is happening. This is cinema verite. She's getting more cats. Stop laughing. Death isn't funny. Who threw this? I will turn the show around. So, Jay. Good boy. Yes. Oh, do you want more cats? Yes. Can I have kisses? Oh, no, you're not giving me kisses? All right, you're gonna die. All right. So, Jerry, twisted evil person that Jerry is. By the way, for those of you who can't see anything that's happening, this part of the show ain't for you. This is purely for me. Now, so Jerry, sick, twisted evil person that she is, she goes to Macduff, and, well, no, actually, from right here, that's good. She says, "Hail, Macduff!
Hail, Macduff!
I am the king's messenger!"
I'm King's messenger.
Strikes a dramatic pose and says, "Jerry!"
Jerry!
She says, "I have good news and bad news for you."
I have good news and bad news for you.
And he says, "Well, what's the good news?"
What be the good news?
And she says, "You can follow Shakespeare on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter."
You can follow Shakespeare on Instagram and Twitter.
Seriously, go do it. It's the only way I judge my self-worth in life. All right. Just go do it right now. Okay. Snapchat? You're dead to me. He says, "What's the bad news?"
What be the bad news?
And she says, "Your whole family's dead.
Your whole family's dead.
Felicia,
Felicia.
fare thee well."
Very bad.
Hey, she runs away laughing like a maniac.
Jerry, that was not funny.
Jerry may have stepped on a dead kid. Macduff says, "All my chicks are dead.
All my chicks are dead.
All my little peeps."
All my little peeps.
I know you're trying to do a Scottish accent, but you sound Italian. He says, "Revenge!"
Revenge!
He stands over here and says it again.
Revenge!
But faces the public.
Revenge!
He falls to his knees, beats his chest, raises his arms to heaven and cries, "God!" And that's apparently the show right now. It ain't getting better. All right. So, Macduff goes to the princess in exile, Malcolm, and the other one. And he says, "Let's get revenge."
Let's get revenge.
Yay.
They say, "On who?"
On who?
He says, "The guy who killed your dad."
The guy who killed your
And they're
dad.
like, "Oh yeah, him."
Oh yeah, him.
And they go away and plot revenge. Go away. All right. Meanwhile, the dead people get up to thunderous applause. Charlie keeps studying in Romania. All right. Now, meanwhile, Lady Macbeth is going insane. She has the blood of the innocents on her hands and can't get it out. She scrubs and scrubs and scrubs and scrubs, coming up here, crying, "Out, spot, out.
Out.
Out, spot, out.
Out, spot, out.
Out, damn spot.
Out, damn spot.
Please try Out, damn spot remover, available at Walgreens." She calls the kittens to her, saying, "Here, kitty, kitty."
Here, kitty, kitty.
Says it again.
Here, kitty,
And
kitty.
again.
Here,
And
kitty,
again.
kitty.
You begin to meow. You begin to purr. You begin to lick her cheek and scratch her tongue. It hurts so good. And Lady Macbeth is loved. But how is she loved? How is she loved? Kind of ginger. Stop laughing! I love my job. Oh, stay! Macbeth! Oh no! Oh, you're doing the hot dead photo shoot right now. Macbeth, how do you feel about the death of your wife? Wow! Oh my God! Remember, 51% of marriages end in divorce. If you're going to try to take over a small European country, do it with someone you love. He calls the witches to him, saying, "Witches!
Witches!
Help me!"
Help me!
And the witches three stand and very annoyedly ask, "What do you want?"
What do you want?
He says, "Will I live forever?"
Will I live forever?
And they say, "That's a stupid question." He says, "Will I die in battle?"
Will I die in battle?
And with the voice of the entire crowd, they say, "No man! Of mortal woman born! Can harm Macbeth! says, that's practically everybody.
That's practically everything.
And the witches disappear, laughing into the night. Meanwhile, Macduff bursts into the scene, complete with bursting action. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. All right. Stand right there. And he points at Macbeth, and he says, die, vile traitor.
Die, vile traitor.
Macbeth says, don't you know?
Don't you know?
No man,
No man.
of mortal woman born,
The mortal woman born.
can harm Macbeth.
Can harm Macbeth.
And Macduff says, well, don't you know
But don't you know
that Macduff,
that Macduff,
who is me,
who is me,
from his mother's womb,
from his mother's womb,
was untimely ripped?
was untimely ripped?
Macbeth asks, what does that even mean?
That's weird.
He says, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
And he says, I was born
I was born
by C-section.
right, Mom, by C-section.
And Mama Macduff is here, hello. You didn't die early in the show. Hey, duck. And he says, well, that's neat.
Well, that's neat.
He says, the more you know.
The more you know.
He stole my joke. You're gonna die. He says, well, lay on, Macduff.
Lay on, Macduff.
And they back away to opposite ends of the stage, and Lady Macbeth gets up to thunderous applause. So, gentlemen, we're going to keep this clean. And I want you to remember the 5 Ds. Dodge, dance, dip, dive. Dodge, dance, dip, dive, and dodge. Ready? It's okay. Get out of the field of battle. You just strangled a kid. That's cool. All right. And keep the puppy over there. Serious to God. All right. And dodge cat.
Dodge cat!
And they start to throw cats at each other. And there are cats. And more cats. And more cats. And more cats. And more cats. Oh, and more cats. And more cats. And more cats. And more cats. All of a sudden, a hush falls over the crowd. And a louder hush too. And the king's messenger runs into the scene. And she says, Hail Macbeth.
Hail Macbeth.
I am the king's messenger.
I'm the king's messenger.
Turns to the crowd, strikes a dramatic pose, and says, Jerry.
Jerry.
Well done. She asks Macbeth, do you like kittens?
Do you like kittens?
And he says, yes. And so she screams at him. Screams.
Say hello to Mr. Fluffy.
Scream that.
Say hello, Mr. Fluffy.
And she hits him with the biggest cat yet. Jerry, 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 Jerry. All of a sudden, who should come out but the largest cat yet? Karen. She just wants to speak with management. The kittens begin to meow. They begin to purr. They lick your cheeks with scratchy tongue. It hurts so good. And Macbeth is loved. But how is he loved? How was he loved? This is Sparta! Stay. And so, she cut off his head. Really cool. And his glasses. Alright. Okay. Gingers don't get glasses anymore, that's my rule. These are mine now, alright. So. Macduff holds up the head. Ew, that is gross. And he says, behold!
Behold!
The traitor is dead.
The traitor is dead!
Malcolm is now king.
Malcolm is now king!
All hail King Malcolm!
All hail King Malcolm!
She introduces herself. I'm Malcolm.
I'm Malcolm.
He introduces himself.
I'm the other one.
Donalbain, if you're really interested. And, except for the thousands of dead people, they all live, say it with me. Happily ever after. Stand and take your bows. So well done. All right, go away. Now, lords and ladies, my name is Will Shakespeare. If you enjoyed that show, let me hear it. Now, friends, Live theatre is a very special thing. It is a partnership that exists in the moment between you, the audience, and me, your performer. It never happens the same way twice. My show sure as hell doesn't. But it is a very magical and precious thing. It can't be TiVo'd, it can't be YouTubed. I mean, it can be YouTubed, but the quality sucks. I mean, it's magical to live in this moment. And so, as your acting partner here today, from the bottom of my heart, I thank all of you, each and every, for not sucking today. Now, friends, before you go, I have one more show left on this stage this day. At 4:30, I will be back with The Taming of the Dude. Hey, there you go. And up next on the stage, we have the amazing band. They are here for one weekend only, and since this is the last weekend of the festival, it's kind of appropriate. We have the Lost Boys! And if you thought the show was worth anything, a 1, a 5, a 10, for a 50, I will send McDuff home with you. Throw it into my hat. If you throw in anything into my hat, you will go home with a token of my affection. It says Shakespeare approves, letting the whole world know that I will Shakespeare love you, even if you're setting your mother's curtains on fire. If you have the Shakespeare passport to try to mark off every single one of my shows that you've seen, all 10 shows that we're doing this weekend, come up and get that and I will punch that for you. And of course, merchandise, we got merchandise. We have the Fluffy Kitten Love Grenades. Throw them at your friends. They don't die, just get irritated. These are available for $10, many colors available, including Hufflepuff and Pumpkin Spice Latte. We have the comic book Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins. These are normally $10. I'm selling them for $20 to benefit the wife of my friend Todd Brugmans, who illustrated the book. He just died 2 weeks ago, and so all the money for this is going to the GoFundMe that we've set up for him. I do take plastic for both things. Lords and ladies, thank you for spending your day with me. Remember, the best thing we can give each other is time and laughter. And thank you for giving your time and your laughter to me. Go out there, and in the words of Jerry Springer, be kind to each other. I love you, you love me, you may cheer now! Good night, Seattle, I love you!